What began as an agenda to renew the hope of Nigerians has now evolved into a trusted movement to redress, propel, and harmonize frameworks to actualize the dream of the West African sub-region, celebrated for its political prowess, consistency, focus, and resilience. Tinubu has again earned the trust of leaders of nations as he emerged the chairman of the Economic Community of West African States, Ecowas, in his first participation at the summit held in Bissau, Guinea-Bissau, exactly 41 days after his inauguration. Speaking at the 63rd Ordinary Session of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of Ecowas, President Tinubu recognized the need to urgently tackle insecurity and terrorism, which are emerging patterns of military takeover, major contributors to the unrest in the West African region. President Tinubu pledged his unalloyed commitment to provide the necessary leadership with dedication to serve the interests of the community. He promised to prioritize political stability, peace and security, regional economic integration, and strengthening of the ECOWAS institutions, declaring that democracy and good governance remain the abiding cornerstone of peace and sustainable development. Tinubu charged ECOWAS to stand firm in defense of democracy. He said, and I quote, "We must stand firm on democracy. There is no governance, freedom, and rule of law without democracy. We will not accept coup after coup in West Africa again. Democracy is very difficult to manage, but it is the best form of government." He further emphasized his commitment to deepening democracy and good governance in the region, whilst frowning at coup. He said, and I quote, "We did not give our soldiers resources. We did not invest in them, in their boots, in their training to violate the freedom of the people. To turn their guns against civil authority is a violation of the principles upon which they were hired, which is to defend the sovereignty of their nations. We must not sit in ECOWAS as toothless bulldogs. We must strengthen our democratic institutions and ensure the respect for human rights and the rule of law." Speaking further, he called for improved private sector participation in the effort towards the economic development of member states as well as their social integration, assured the regional leaders of the immediate implementation of his vision for the body. Nigeria intends to convene an ECOWAS extraordinary summit on trade and investment in October 2023. Despite the hardship experienced due to the scarcity of fuel, the hope of Nigerians in the success of Tinubu's administration remains unwavering. Maria, Laudable TV.